What is going on, y'all? Leave on with Mark Ketchum here. Exciting new day. We've got new equipment to test out, and in the next few minutes you're going to see the LVS 34 compared to the brand new Livescope 2 LVS 42 HD. Stay tuned. Alright, here's what we got. We got the spy pole, LVS 42 HD, Livescope 34. Literally the first dunk. Let's see what she looks like. Get her foot pedal here. Alright, looks like she's in down mode. Let's go to sonar setup here. Installation, auto. Apparently I didn't read the directions because they sucked. Let's see what we got to do to fix this here. Alright, so it wasn't install. There was the AHRS was turned off from the factory. Once I hit that, we got a nice level bottom. All right. First thing you notice I did, my range is out to 135 foot. My normal range when I was using my 34 is 100 foot. Let's see where we end up. Well, we got impact at 90 pretty good, and then quickly lost it. Let's see if I can find it again. Alright, there's my bait about 60. Dropping like a rock. It's a ½ ounce jig. Oh, wow, I did not plan on getting bit. Probably gonna be a small largemouth. Or the world's most aggressive crappie. Not bad for a first cast ever. We'll take it. So I did shut off the LVS 34. We're going to be pointing downwind. There's a school of fish about 90 feet. We got impact at 90. Can't see my jig. There, I can barely see it. She's dropping. Nice bait tracking through the cone. Alright, let me do a shorter cast here. Fish look really good up close, holy smokes. This is crystal clear water. This is Lake Nipissing, south of Lapeer, Michigan. So let's suck this in. Everyone says online 80 feet is kind of the jam. Do a little shorter cast. Right on the money, 45 feet. Of course, people can't leave me alone. Sorry, wife. All right, let's turn on this 34. I did notice there was going to be some interference. Set that out to 100. We're gonna go this Livescope. Set that out to 100. Then we're gonna go combo, split screen, sonar, Livescope. All right, so now we got our 42 on bottom, 34 on top. All right, so we got that fish at 60. Closing in, let's see if we can get them. Lure impact on both. Because the resolution on the 42 is so much sharper, the targets do appear smaller. See if I can there get rid of some of that now we can turn this gain up a little bit. Definitely a noticeable decrease in range on the 30 or the 42, which is to be expected if you read about it. So turn this color gain up a little hotter. 85 is where I'd run my 34. There's the 34. Bait tracking, I think, is much better on the 42. Showing up pretty good right there. Get over to this hump. There's a ton of weeds on this hump. This hump's usually good for a couple largemouth. Let's get back to this combo. tracking baits, but pretty well for both. Let's see if we can get this largie to go. Maybe it'd be a walleye even. All right, let's go to this other hump. There's a lot more standing weeds. All right, nice couple marks out at 45 feet right there. Looks like fish out to 45, 50. Oh, he's gonna eat too. Nope, not today. Got a boat giving me about 50 feet of clearance. That's nice of him. Quite a bit better target separation on these weeds. That's pretty impressive. The 34 just shows the weed blobs. You can see the individual strands of the weeds a lot better. Let's see if we can see a jig going through there a little bit better. There's my jig coming down. You can see it. I hope it's showing up on screen. I can see fish swimming through those weeds like really, really well. Definitely, that's definitely been a highlight so far. So long range casting, 34 definitely has the 42 beat, but this weed target separation, this is really, really good on the 42. Panfish guys, this is going to be awesome for you. Hoping there's no raindrops on the bottom camera lens here, because it's not raining hard, but it's raining enough to be annoying. You can see my jig in those weeds really well. You can see it on the 34 too, there's no doubt. So I turn my gain down, I can barely see my jig on the 42 now. Well, I don't know if you can see those batch of weeds, but I literally saw a bunch of fish down in those weeds. Guarantee I never would have seen them with the 34. And I'm no bass whacker by trade, but well, we just lost a dandy right at the boat. Alright, here's a panfish test. This is a 16th ounce panfish slayer pill jig. Kind of working this transition. Sometimes I find some bass, sometimes bluegill. We'll see what's down in there. Good weed separation. Couldn't cast it very far, casting into the wind, but really good pickup for that small of a jig. Still tracking it all the way to bottom. I'd never do that with a 34, not a chance. Even through the ghost tree, still seeing it pretty good. All right, so far from what I'm seeing, 75 foot, 80 foot is about what you're gonna get for range. And this recording here. You need your gain a lot hotter to get your marks to be as bright as what they were on the 34. So that may or may not be a plus or a minus for some people. In the weeds, that was really, really nice. I really like that. Panfish guys, 60, 70 feet. That's gonna be a sweet spot. Long range walleye guys, open basin, I don't think this is for you. So that's kind of my cliff notes. I'll be doing a little bit more fishing here. Maybe I'll have some better content as I'm fishing, and I'll turn the camera back on. But 34 versus 42 walleye guys, I'd keep your 34 until you see that 44 video. So stay tuned. We'll get that 44 video as soon as we can get our hands on one, and it'll be the 42 versus the 44. So thanks for watching.